Just got back from the range shooting the 26 versus the 19 video and wanted to clarify a couple of things. I was reviewing footage and I noticed that I said I shot the 26 better than the 19 when you didn't eliminate a flyer on the red circle targets. What I meant by that was not necessarily group size, but all of my 26 rounds were inside of the circle, even though the 19 groups were a little bit smaller. Slightly smaller. I had a couple of rounds outside of the circle. So that's what I meant there when I said I shot the 26 better than the 19. The second part would have been the fifth sequence I did on the movement drills on the man target. With the 26, I shot closer moving in on the fifth one. The 19, I shot about 3-4 yards further and I didn't move any. And but if you watch the shooting, the rounds, it didn't affect my group size any. Both of the rounds were inside of the group, well inside when I went from the holster with the 19. So just want to be honest and upfront. I messed that up. I think the heat probably got to my brain by that point. So I messed up what I meant to do with the 19 to mimic the 26. But other than that, they were both very close in what I did. And I'm pleased with both guns. I love both. But the 26, it's a good one. I'm happy with it. Wanted to clear that up. Thanks for watching, guys. Got a little Glock 26 versus 19 shooting comparison for you today. A couple of 6-inch clean targets, the 26 on the left, 19 on the right. I'm gonna move back to 10 yards and I'm gonna slow fire each of those targets with their respective guns. I'm really curious to see how this is gonna work. The Glock 19, I have many more rounds through, and it also has the full grip. I'm running the 26 with no finger extension, gonna be just a flat base plate. So I don't really get the full grip, just the 2 fingers, and I'm curious to see how that's going to affect my shooting. It is really hot out here, as it has been for a long time. Guys, the last time we've had rain was my Beretta APX compact video where it poured at the end and I showed you the slight serration. So that's been almost a month in my particular city here in northern Indiana, and I haven't been doing drills or anything. I set some targets up. I took a few practice shots before this, so I'm not cold, just not at these targets, and I'm just pouring sweat already. It's absolutely ridiculous. So some of you guys in cooler climates, please send it our way. All right, we're gonna go with the 26 first, 5 rounds, and then we'll go with a 19 on the right side. Here we go. Okay, all in there pretty nice. We'll take 5 now with a 19. I'm shooting Federal aluminum, 115 grain in both guns, so I'm not doing anything special. 6-inch target, those look to be maybe a 4-inch group, something like that. So overall, I'm pretty pleased. We'll see how the 19 does, and keep in mind, I have a lot more rounds through a 19, thousands more than a 26, all right? So the target on the right, Glock 19. Okay, let's I threw one really bad with a 19. Sorry about that, guys, really bad. Let's check this out. Interesting. There's a 26. 1 2 3 4 5. The 19. 1 2 3 4. I'll take that group, that's solid. But what is that? That's not cool. I'm not too pleased with that, guys. I'll be honest. With a gun that I've shot a ton. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick measurement. I just happen to have a range tape measure here. I keep it in my range bag for this type of thing. The 26, we are at 3 1/4. We're at 3 without the flyer. I'm at 5. Yeah, I'm at 5 inches with a 19. That is that's interesting. Okay. I'm just trying to process this. I'm going to go ahead and do 5 more rounds in each gun, guys. And I'm curious to see if that was a fluke. I don't know. We're going to go 5 through the 26 again, 5 through the 19, and then I'm going to move on to the man-sized targets, which is defense guns. That's really the bread and butter. That's what's going to matter more than stationary shooting. I think what this is going to tell me more is which gun maybe I manipulate the trigger better on, or get a better sight picture, even though the sights are the same. One's got a shorter sight radius. I don't know, but I'm curious to see how it works out of the holster. But for now, we're going to go with 5 more on the left target with the 26, 5 more on the right with the 19. Okay, we're all inside of the 6-inch. The group opened up a little bit, but I think we look like we're still maybe at a 5-inch group there. Okay, right target with the 19. Okay, that's better. Definitely looks better as far as group size there. I don't know which one's better. We'll take a measurement. Darn it, guys, there's a little bump right there on the range. I keep catching the legs of the camera stand. Sorry about that. So let's just set the camera down. I'll go ahead and tilt it here so you guys can see better. We're just going to take some measurements. Definitely better with a 19 on that second group. I did have another miss outside, and I tend to be printing a little high. That's strange. I wonder if that has to do with me shooting a 19 a lot without the pinky, and then I'm shooting a 19, or the 26 a lot, and now I'm shooting a 19. I don't know, so that'll take a little more T&E to figure out what's going on there. But let's go ahead and measure the overall group for the 26. We're at 5 1/4. If we throw out one flyer, we're at 4 inches if we throw out our worst. We'll do the same thing with the 19. So our group size now is right at 5. If we throw out our worst, we're at 2 3/4. Now there is a miss outside the line, but as far as group size is concerned, that's it. So yeah, if we throw out one of the flyers with a 19, the worst by far, we have a better group. And if we throw out the worst, or don't throw out any, then I have a better group with a 26. That's interesting. That's cool. Now I don't have anything to gain by the 26 or 19 shooting better. I mean, they're both my guns. They're not in competition to have one split and one stay. They're both staying. So yeah, interesting stuff. I'm going to post these man-sized targets up, and we're going to go out of the holster. Glock 26 on the left, Glock 19 on the right. I'm curious to see how the 26 is going to work against the 19 out of the holster with no pinky extension. I've got, like I said, thousands of rounds through a 19, a few hundred through the 26. I will be running it out of a DSG Arms holster today. They are very, very exceptionally made holsters. I've owned 7, I believe now. I did add the wing to it and the wedge. I'm kind of testing that out a little bit. But like I've said in the past, guys, I do a lot of tinkering, so you can have a really good holster and I'm still going to mess with it. So I'm not going to get too crazy. I'm going to move a little bit, and I do want to match whatever I do with a 26. I want to do with a 19 and see how they compare. I haven't done this yet. I'm curious. We'll see how it goes. Okay, You know, I've shot it out of the holster. I've been running the gun some. I will say this, when I first ran it out of the holster, even in dry practice, it was different without the pinky extension, but I do have a Pierce +0. I tried it then after doing several hundred dry draws, and I didn't like the way it felt. And so I'm gonna just continue to carry it just like this and train with it and get efficient. Those shots are all in there pretty nice in the chest. Let's run the 19 now. Curious to see how this is gonna go. If I shoot a tighter group of the 19 or worse, who knows? Fumbled my shirt. Let me start that again. Saturated, guys. The shirt's just soaked all the way down. It's a little funky trying to grab it. So. Okay. Let me grab the tape measure. That's interesting. It's the first time I've ever done that. Now, as we just showed a little bit ago when I was static shooting, if you threw out the flyer, I shot the 19 better. Overall, I shot the 26 better though. Let's count the rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with the 26. Now keep in mind, guys, I have nothing to gain with one gun shooting better than another. Me shooting one gun better than another. They're both my guns. I'm keeping them both anyway. The 19, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I had one up here. Now, obviously that's a good miss, and I will take that if it means defending my life, but I don't know. I'm shocked. I am. I've got thousands of rounds through the 19, including out of the holster. So I don't know. Let's we'll do the same measurement. We'll measure overall group, and then we'll measure one without the flyer also. All right, we're at 9 inches on the 26. If you eliminate the flyer, we're at 7. So we're at 9 with the flyer, and I would consider that a flyer. It's my worst when it's a low. All right. At least we'll just call it a low shot. All right, I'll take my worst out. So I'm at 9 with, 7 without. Overall group with a 19 is 13 3/4. If we take this one out, I'm at 11. If I leave that one in and pull this one, yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, no doubt the group is better on the 26 than the 19. So overall, as far as I'm concerned, today only, and I'd like to do this again later, I'm shooting a 26 better, and I don't have that much experience with it, but I think that's a testament to how shootable the little gun is. It doesn't have a pinky extension, so the pinky dangles, and what I have been doing, instead of dangling the pinky, let me grab the 26, hold on. Now, instead of dangling the 26, what I do is I take my finger and it will barely fit on there, just barely, and it wants to slide under, but I just lock it in right there. And that's how I've been shooting it. And what I like about these type of guns, and I would say, if you take this, the M&P Compact, the VP9 Subcompact, those type of mid-sized guns, the Beretta APX Compact, which is more 19 size, but anyway, they're that mid-sized gun. I think sometimes you can shoot them better. And I've read about cases like this a lot online. I think you can shoot them better because the entire gun sits inside of the hands nicely. It's almost like you're just putting your hands out there. There's no extra slide length. There's no extra weight. you know, or anything like that. It's the only thing I can think of. I know people that shoot their M&P compact better than their full size, so it's the same situation, I think, across the board for a lot of people. Maybe not everybody, but for a lot of people. There are going to be factors with that. It's going to be subjective. Hand size is going to matter, obviously. So yeah, 26 versus a 19. You saw the results as of today. Now this could change another day, so I might do a follow-up. As a matter of fact, I will promise you guys I'll do a follow-up on this as I get more rounds through the 26, and we'll see if it gets worse or better for the 19. So please like that down below, guys. That thumbs up, hit that, please, and subscribe if you have not. I appreciate the support. Thanks for watching the G26 versus the G19.